everyone. So we're here today and we have something really exciting that we're working on. Yesterday, Long just finished installing the roof rack on top of our Yakima crossbars. And babe, do you want to tell them what we're building today?
We're going to be building a road shower to hold water for camping.
Yep. So we're really excited and we can't wait to show you guys right after this. Hey guys, welcome back. So my name is Cindy.
And this is Long.
And today we're going to show you guys how to build our first road shower for our camping trip.
Here's a design that we came up with. On one end of our shower, we're going to have a place to fill in water. And then the other end is where we're going to have our little hose valve where we can attach the water hose.
Alright, so first things first, before we can get started, we need to go ahead and cut down this 10-foot ABS down to a 5-foot. So Long's going to go ahead and show you guys how to do that.
So right now we're just measuring approximately 5 feet. So now that we have this ready to cut on our miter saw, remember, safety glasses is always an important thing. If you don't have a miter saw, you can use a hacksaw to cut this, but I like power tools, so this is going to make the job a lot easier. So this blade is not big enough to cut through the entire piping, so I'm going to spin it and finish it off. So for the other end, this is a 2-foot pipe. I'm gonna cut it in half at 1 foot. So right now we're going to combine this PVC Tee to this ABS pipe, and to do that there's this ABS to PVC green transition cement. So I'll apply some to this female adapter, to this male adapter, combine it and then put this together. And then for this end we're going to have again an ABS to PVC transition, so we'll use the same cement. But on this end, this is ABS to ABS. So I'm going to use this all-purpose cement that's can be used for ABS. So I'll be applying this now between the two joints. Just make sure you follow the instructions. It says to shake well. I'm just going to apply some in the middle here, where the joint is. Going to apply some to this side. added enough last time, so I'll be a little bit more giving this time. Now I'm going to use this other cement just for ABS, and that's to mate this end cap and this other end of this ABS piping. Again, follow the instructions on the can. I already shook it up earlier. Use our body weight, press everything down together.
So real quickly, this is the end that Long just finished, where we are going to use the hose to fill up our road shower here. And we want this facing upwards so that when we put the water in, this is the direction it's going to go in. Now on the opposite end, we're actually going to have the hose spout face downward so that it's gravity fed. So we are clamping it on both ends just to make sure that we glue this in the correct position.
As you can see, this is where the spigot's going to go, and it's pointing down, so any excess water can be fed through the hose just simply due to gravity. So on this end we just have an end cap, so that's pretty simple, but on the other end it's going to be a little different. So for this end, we're having a adapter to have use of this Cleanout plug, I think is what it's called, so we can have easier access to get in and drain any excess water or clean it out. We could do that where we have the water inlet, but having an extra side to do that as well will make things a little easier. So this will be the final assembly once we're done. Again, since I'm mating two PVC material together, I'm just using this all-purpose cement. Find that if you're pretty generous, it makes pushing the two pieces together a lot easier. We don't want to use too much though. For the last piece where the spigot will attach, we're just going to put this together. So it looks like this is sticking out further than it should, and that's because this is a little longer than the place where it attaches. So you can physically see that it won't go all the way in. It won't be flush. Whereas here it is, because the adapter essentially has the same length. So it looks flush. So that's okay. Hopefully the glue and the cement will actually prevent any leakage.
Alright, so Long has already finished gluing all of the components together, and real quickly I just wanted to share the two different lids that we're going to use to close up the area where we're going to fill the water in, and also to close up the other end where it's the clean out for the road shower. So you're going to see here, these are two different PVC material lids that we're going to use. This one, I like this one because it actually has something that you can grip onto. So this is what I prefer, and I think, well, Long and I both think that this is going to be more useful for this area right here. See how it's easy to turn, and then we can go ahead and undo that. So you have a nice grip on this one. So here I am on the opposite end. This is where we are going to have the hose spigot on the bottom, and this is our clean out for the road shower. And this will provide a more cleaner look so that we don't have that nub from the other lid sticking out. This one's gonna be a little bit more challenging to remove, but we'll go ahead and show you guys how to remove this. Since we are not going to access this side as often as the hose fill area, sometimes it could be a little bit tricky to put in if it's not threaded correctly. Let's see. Right, there you go. All right, and you'll see that it has a much cleaner look, which Long really likes. See, it's pretty flush. It's a nice clean look. But if we want to remove it, it's a little bit more challenging with just your fingers like this, because you don't really have that edge to hook onto. If you need to remove it, we found that if you use a wrench, you're able just to kind of stick that in there and then use this area, and you see it just comes out. So you're fine either way, whichever lid you want to use to close up your road shower, totally up to you.
So we want to be able to pressurize this shower. So what we did is we bought these tubeless tire valves, and it's meant for like ATVs or other trailers or bikes, and it has a rim hole of 0.625 inches or 5/8 of an inch. So what I'm going to do is drill a hole where we fill our water and then put our tire valve right in there. The reason why I want to put this here is because once we fill the shower up with water, I don't want this to be touching any water. So having it near the outlet or the inlet is ideal. So right now, I'm just going to mark where the center of this cap is, at least an approximate location, so I know where to drill. Unfortunately, the only drill bit size I have that's the largest is 3/8, so that's okay. I'll just drill it and then slowly work around it, making it larger. Woo. So for sure it's not going to fit in there, even if I wanted to try. So I'm just going to have to widen the hole a little bit. Now you want to go slow, because if you make the hole too big, there's no going back. So every often I'll just drill. Nope, just a little more. After a couple of rounds of just enlarging this hole with my drill, I am now able to fit this tire valve right in there. Give it a little push and it fits right in there perfectly. Now for those who are wondering what are we going to do with the different colors, the plan is to paint this all black so that in the sun it's going to warm up the water on the inside, so it's actually going to act kind of like a solar sink. Black absorbs light really well, warms up the water on the inside, so we can have a nice warm shower. So now we're going to attach the tire valve to the cap of the water inlet. What I'm going to do is mix some JB clear weld, and there's a little groove here. Try to get it focused here. There's a little groove. I'm just going to apply a small thin layer just around this edge, and then I'm going to pop it into the cap and then add some more everywhere else. So here is the lid for the water inlet, and this is that tire valve. So I went ahead and apply a little bit of epoxy after I pushed the tire valve in, and I just kind of fill the space around it with epoxy, and pretty careful to not block the actual channel for the valve to allow air in or out. I just let it dry, so it should create a pretty good seal around there once it's completely dried, and we'll be able to test the pressure probably tomorrow. Let everything dry, and once this is all dried, we'll probably end up putting some silicone around this just to protect from water getting in as well. Now you want to put some Teflon tape around this, so when you go and screw it in, it'll create an airtight seal. When you're looking at the actual cap, you want to pull your Teflon tape and wrap in a clockwise fashion. So you're going this way. You can do 4 or 5 wraps evenly throughout the threads. Should give a good seal. And then you want to go clockwise, because when you start turning this, you want the tape to not bunch up. So because it's going this way, the tape is going along with the thread. Because if you have it backwards, it will bunch up and you won't get that seal. So the same way we wrap the Teflon tape around the top of the test plug, it did the same for this end here, and it's already mounted and put into place. The same was done for this water hose valve. 3 or 4 wraps with the Teflon tape and just screw it in. So the main body comes in a 10-foot pipe. I cut that in half for the first version. Now that I have a second 5-foot pipe, I'm building a second version just because I have the extra material. So we'll get to it. They're going to be different, but we'll show that difference at the end of the video. Version we built has this test plug as well, that we can take apart to clean out the entire road shower. That's why you see some Teflon tape to keep it airtight. The second version, we just close it up. This is not removable and it also ensures another airtight seal. But you can see the two differences. This one you can take apart, clean out. Second version, you cannot. So the mounting hardware that we chose to go with is a U-bolt to mount our road shower to our crossbars. In a typical package that I found, it will come with one U-bolt. This is 7 inches long, 1/2 inch thick, and it fits 4-inch diameter piping. So it comes with one U-bolt, one plate, and 2 nuts. And we have to combine 2 sets so we can mount the 2 together. So this is what it looks like after you're done. The 2 U-bolts here holding down the road shower, and the 2 plates going across our crossbars. And then these nuts are holding down this to the roof rack. And now we're going to fill this up with some water. So right now I have my tire inflator hooked up to my tire nozzle. I'm setting this to, we'll test out 15 PSI and we'll get it going. Alright, it's already at 15 PSI. Let's give it a try. So this is the mist. Full. You wanna wash your hands?
Hey guys, it's Cindy here. After taking it out for the first time, we're pretty happy with what we made and we really look forward to using it more this summer. If you liked this video, learned anything, or found inspiration from it, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. This channel is about sharing what we love and finding the little pieces of happiness in our life, and one of them is being outdoors. Until next time, we're wishing you all a little piece of happiness of your own. Have a great day. Bye guys.